Happy weekend, reefers. It's Saturday, good morning. We've got some corals floating in the tank there and a blue knuckle hermit crab. So let's get these guys acclimatized and into the tank. Okay, so we're gonna need some scissors to cut the bags open. We've got some cutters here, which we're gonna cut the frag plugs with. We've got some dip, which is the sea chem reef dip. And we have an acclimatization tube, which we're gonna use for our blue knuckle hermit crab. So what we're gonna do first is I've got a 1.5 litre bowl here. It's important that you know the amount of water that you're using because that will be in proportion with how much dip you use. So we're gonna get the coral water because they've all come from the same tanks. Once they have been acclimatized to the water, I'm then gonna dip them whilst they're still in the same bowl, leave them for a bit, and then we're gonna get them in there. Why would that happen? Come on. Obviously, I'm gonna preserve my new wooden floor, so we're gonna pop them back in the poly box. He's gonna go a little bit slower. Just a little bit at a time. Get this bowl almost full, and then we're gonna throw in the reef dip. As I'm filming this on a Friday, I'm gonna go grab a beer, and we'll come back in a sec. Cool little guy. He will eventually be going into the new tank, because these guys can be quite aggressive with other snails in the tank. Now, we're gonna try and open the bag, like so. Just twist, and then just push it through. Another thing I like to use, good old pegs. He's nice and secure there. This is really cool for stuff like this because it just hooks onto the side. You just prime it and pump it here. There you go. And we're away. We want that to be quite slow, that drip there. And that's a nice, steady, slow acclimatization to the tank water we have. Shut those doors. You want to try and create as least stress as possible. It's dark now for him. He's slowly coming round. Cheers. So, been in there for about 15 minutes now, so I'm going to stick the reef dip in. Another thing to mention is when you're in the shop looking at corals, make sure you're looking for things like pests. When you're buying certain corals like Euphilia, make sure you're looking at the flesh. I've not picked any up to date, unfortunately. We did check these, and the coral tables they've come from were really clean, but you never know, so always dip. So they are chilling. Whilst they're doing that, the hermit's acclimatizing. We're gonna roll up some Nyos reef putty. It's two-part, you cut a bit off, mix it up. When it's all mixed together, you're good to go. So we've mixed up our little sausage, divide this into 5. Our little dough ball's ready to rock. Everything needs to be placed differently. The Gonipora, we're gonna put that down here, obviously at lower dwelling. Again, same thing with the Goku chalice. So a bit of fresh tank water. I found a use for the glove. I'm just gonna rest the corals on there. A couple of minutes, there, just here. Going in, get a slight slime coat over them. These are ready to go in. So you want to turn your flow off whilst they bind, because obviously those get blown off. So that's pretty much it, other than the hermit who is just chilling in his little bag. So it has been a few hours now. I forgot to film me putting the hermit in, but he's in, he's doing his thing as you can see. We'll check in next week to see how everyone's getting on, and until then, there's plenty more seeing the fish.